All right, everyone. The other day, John Bolton came out and claimed that there was a quid pro quo on Ukraine involving Trump. Now, we've been over this before. There was no quid pro quo. This has been confirmed by several people who were in the know, including people directly communicated with. But Bolton, they really want Bolton to testify, and I know why Mitt Romney, especially, as the never-Trump, liberal that he is, I know why he would want Bolton to testify, which is that he's convinced that if he can bring down Trump's legacy, he benefits from that. It's not even about getting him removed from office. Look, the impeachment proceedings have a foregone conclusion. Trump will be acquitted. He's not going to be removed from office. People, some of the Trump fans are now like, oh, this is the deep state coup. They're trying to get him kicked out with Susan Collins and Mitt Romney. Now, I'll talk about that a little bit more later as well on a BitChute exclusive. You should be subscribing to me there. You should join me everywhere, really. Link in the description to all of my other presences. Now, this is about tarnishing him. This is about attempting to tarnish Trump's legacy with certain GOP groups so that Mitt Romney can say, haha, told you so, and get kudos for it. He's attention-seeking, in other words. He's being a little bitch. That's what Mitt Romney's good at. He's a gutter snipe. He's not good at facing people head-to-head. He's only good at the weasel word, sort of used car salesman, greasy ploys that he normally delves into. That's Mitt Romney. The Democrats used to understand this until he became a never-Trumper. Now, all of a sudden, for some reason, they think he's a good guy. It's really funny. It's even funnier, though, and it's kind of sad, too, to see them embrace John Bolton. You're going to take John Bolton seriously. So you've got Trump derangement syndrome so bad that at his word, without any further proof, no recording, no pictures or anything, just a claim from a book that he's profiting off of, you're going to trust John Bolton when he says, oh, yeah, Trump basically told me it was quid pro quo. You're going to believe him. Yet one of the chief architects of the war on terror, foreign adventurism, cowboy policies of George W., you know the devil, you used to call him? One of the most butcherous warmonger individuals who's ever, unfortunately, come to hobble the United States foreign policy. One of the ultimate neocon war sort of happy nuke cloud worshippers. John Bolton, that John Bolton, walrus mustache John Bolton. Okay, if the left really wants to destroy itself, it can just keep doing things like this. Because they've already alienated, trust me, they've alienated plenty of independents with their mollycoddling treatment, their fawning adoration of Herbert Walker, their love for John McCain, how much they've talked about cute little W's and how much better he was than Trump. And now this fucking bullshit with Romney and Bolton. You've got two of the biggest war hawk neocons in the country that want to sell us all down the river for their rich buddies, like the ones that really want to do that. You prefer them to Trump, who has a vaguely populistic tax proposal in mind and by and large is actually doing well for the U.S. economy and not starting a bunch of wars. Look, if the main sort of discussion we were having as a culture were about war or no war, or adventurism or no adventurism right now, Trump would be sitting pretty approval-wise, because as long as people fixate on that, it'd be kind of hard to cast the evil eye at him and say that you prefer John Bolton now, wouldn't it? John Bolton's an asshole. There's a reason he's not in that position anymore, why he was kicked to the curb. He was basically the reason why Trump, I think, had him aboard in the first place was to frighten the North Koreans. And then when it didn't work long term, he just cut him loose. And now John Bolton's salty. He got fired from his position and disgraced. Because he's an ineffectual turd, and now he's decided to make millions of dollars selling a book in which, again, it would be wonderful. Dude, the fucking toilet attendant in the White House can get fired, write a quick book, plop it on Amazon, and get Amazon bestseller status. Oh, what I know about Donald Trump. Yes, an unnamed source. I can't name my sources, because, of course, there are none, because you're telling lies. An unnamed source, I won't name who it is, an anonymous official I overheard in the bathroom said that he thought that Trump was demented. Oh, well, Trump is demented, say the people with Trump derangement syndrome. Well, no, this is a claim by a toilet attendant who is claiming that another person said this, but they don't know that necessarily who it was, and even if they were, you're assuming that the whole tale is true and hasn't been totally manufactured from the ground up to sell books. Do I trust John Bolton and his word? Hell no. Absolutely fucking not. because I'm smarter than saying, oh, I'm gonna look at Trump and say, well, I may not like everything Trump has done, and therefore if somebody claims something about him, it must be true, and I have to assume that that other person is heroic or good or something. No, John McCain is not a good person. John McCain was a desperate war pig. Herbert Walker was not a good person. He was a failed one-termer who puked on the Japanese prime minister, fucking failed warmonger. He was so dumb he couldn't even win his war. Not even in the quick sense, let alone occupying anything, bringing stability. Goes in, smashes all the toys, and then leaves like a fucking little bitch. John Bolton, ineffectual turd, war pig. Mitt Romney, war pig, neocon hustler. Fucking soft shoe hustler, used car salesman on steroids. Literally how he made his career. It's very funny to see as well a bunch of people on the left who ramble about how evil the rich are and how Trump is evil because he's got businesses or something. So like Mitt Romney didn't even build anything of value. Donald Trump, you can consider him scummy or piggish or whatever you want. At the very least, at the end of the day, he built skyscrapers. He built office buildings and apartments and golf courses and things. He made something new. Mitt Romney never did that. He would come in with Bain Capital Associates. They'd gobble up a failing business, slap a coat of paint on it, rebrand it, hire new management, and flip it a few years later and get an order of magnitude more money for really accomplishing absolutely nothing. Oh, but he saved foundering brands. No, he replaced people in management, cutting a lot of people in their jobs at the time as well, including if they were effectual, and then simply transformed them and rebranded them. The fact that he had enough money to use ads to do that is the only reason he succeeded. Mitt Romney and John Bolton and all these other people are basically the scum of the earth. And I'll be dead before I trust them at their word on anything they say. Even if they were to say it about somebody else, like, I mean, I passively support Trump, and I keep that in mind. There is a personal bias there. But let's say that John Bolton came out and wrote something about Obama. Oh, yeah, I think that Obama was a syphilitic freak or something because I heard it from somebody else. That doesn't make it true. You're trying to sell books, dude. Yeah, and conservatives do that all the time as well. I'm going to read Ann Coulter's fucking next one. Next time Ben Shapiro writes something about his own subjective opinions. Bullshit. That's about all. Peace out.